is eating mindfully? You probably know what eating mindlessly means, but let's dig into mindfulness and how it relates to eating after bariatric surgery or on a GLP-1 medication. My name is Steph Wagner. I am a dietitian specializing in bariatric surgery, anti-obesity medications, all things obesity related. You can find me at bariatricfoodcoach.com. In this video, I want to talk about the 5 main reasons I love mindful eating after gastric sleeve, gastric bypass, duodenal switch, and so on. There's a lot more than 5 reasons, but these are 5 really good ones. Number 1 is that it decreases anxiety. Now, in this day and age, we all could use some help decreasing our anxiety, right? Like the studies are in, the results are out, we're anxious people. So if we can use our meal times as a time to take a break, take a deep breath, enjoy a meal, then it can actually benefit us far more than just the food itself is benefiting us. So eating mindfully might mean sitting at the table, clearing the clutter off the table, taking some deep breaths. Maybe it's putting on some music, opening a window, aromatherapy, whatever feels good to you and that is calming to your sensory and your mental emotional state is worth your time. When we're anxious, we're overwhelmed, we're stressed, our minds are buzzing, then we are in fight or flight mode, right? Cortisol is that stress hormone. It's released when we're anxious, stressed, angry, and we are moving a mile a minute. If we're stressed or anxious and we sit down to eat a meal, we're gonna eat too fast, too much, and not pay attention to that meal. It's just kind of this normal human experience that we have in our world. So when we can take a moment to quiet ourselves, take a breath, take a good 20, 30-minute mealtime. I know it's hard. I know some of you are truck drivers or night nurses, or tell me in the comments other lifestyles that make this really hard. But when we can carve out 20 minutes, even better 30 minutes, to sit down and enjoy a meal, it can allow us to have a peaceful, quiet moment where we calm down for a minute and just eat. Okay, so that's reason number 1. I could go even further into that, but in general, mindful eating can help decrease anxiety around food and also just in our day. Reason number 2 that I love mindful eating is that it helps you to identify your natural stopping point, what you feel full on. You're gonna find that more so when you're eating mindfully. So one of the number 1 questions I get as a dietitian is, how much should I be eating? Like, what's the right amount? What's the right portion? How many calories? How many macros? I'm gonna cover all of that in a future video. So comment below if you're looking forward to that one. But I think eating mindfully can quiet some of that anxiety as well, because you're allowing your pouch, your sleeve, your bypass, your DS to guide the way. And you can trust it. It is a wonderful tool, and it is the most effective treatment to the disease of obesity. So if you're filling up on quality food, lean, solid protein, non-starchy vegetables, and you're eating mindfully, then you can trust that your body will tell you how much to eat, and you don't have to stress so much about how many grams, how many ounces, and should I weigh this food out? You can just enjoy your meal and eat it mindfully. So I love mindful eating to allow you to trust your pouch and eat the right amount for you. Reason number 3 that I love mindful eating is that it helps you with the small bites and going slowly. Those habits really go hand in hand, and they are difficult habits. Like, I know they're really hard. We're used to eating fast. We're used to eating big bites. We have things to do. And if you're like me, you've got kids interrupting you, it is hard to do these things mindfully. But whenever you are focusing on mindful eating, then you might cut your food up before you start eating. Because inevitably, if you get interrupted or your mind starts to wander, our minds are going to wander. We have to kind of bring them back to the moment. But if your bites are already caught up, it may help you to stay in that moment of small bites and going slowly. This is going to lead us into reason number 4 that I love mindful eating, because it goes hand in hand, is that you are going to tolerate solid proteins better when you eat mindfully. When you have small bites, you go slowly, those dense solid proteins are going to fit more comfortably in that tight little pouch so that you can fill up, stay full for longer, get that good protein in, which is great for preserving lean muscle mass, controlling your hunger, controlling your portions. But we know that meat can hit really hard and heavy. So eating mindfully allows that meat to settle and feel comfy